Okay, so I'm back on YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube for ages. I haven't been on my PC for ages, to be fair. I thought we're going to rank the 92 English clubs based on how much I like them and also the National League clubs because they're on there for some reason too. But obviously, since this list has been made, some of the National League clubs like Barnet have been promoted to the Football League. So I'm going to rank them based on how much I like them as a club, where I think they're good as a club or awful as a club. So first of all, we got Luton. I don't like Luton simply because of that guy Ryan Luton Travel, whatever he's called on TikTok. He's a scum of the earth. I don't like them. Accrington Stanley, don't care. Bournemouth, I really like Bournemouth. They've got some really good players. I liked Huyson when he was there, Howson. I love Tavernier, obviously. I love the ground. I love what they're doing. I love the manager. Yeah, self-explanatory. AFC Failed, I don't care. Wimbledon, neutral. Actually, I'll put Wimbledon in soft spot because of how they managed to get away from MK Dons. Aldershot, neutral. Is that Altrincham? I think so. Neutral. Arsenal, quite like Arsenal. Soft spot. Simply because they've managed to get themselves good again. And that's something that we haven't really seen from Arsenal for a while. Villa, neutral. Barnet, neutral. No feelings. Barnsley, don't like. Barnsley always beat us. Always beat us. Barrow, neutral. Birmingham, there you go there, self-explanatory. Um, Everyone hates Birmingham. Blackburn, neutral. Blackpool, neutral. Quite like Bolton, they'll go in soft spot. Boston United, don't care. Bradford, quite like Bradford. They always have a lot of players from Borough. Braintree Town, I just don't care. Brentford, soft spot, like what they're doing. Brighton, don't care. Bristol City, scum of the earth. I hate Bristol City with a burning passion. They're just so big headed, honestly. When they got into the playoffs last season, they were insufferable. They really were. And I don't understand why people like them so much. I don't understand why people rate them for being in the playoffs. They're just a shit club with a shit manager, shit players, apart from Little Porsches, and a shit fan base. They're all just fan bloody farmers or whatever. Bristol Rovers, neutral. Bromley, neutral again. Burnley, don't like Burnley. In between is in it. Burton, completely neutral in Burton. Don't have any feelings at all. Cambridge, neutral. Cardiff, I don't like simply because they're Welsh. Carlisle, neutral. Charlton, quite like Charlton. They've got a good ground, always like the ground. Chelsea, neutral. Cheltenham, neutral, although I like the badge. Chesterfield, completely neutral. Colchester, neutral. Coventry, don't like. Since I went, they've got a bit better in terms of my feelings towards them since I went to the CBS. Crawley, neutral. Crew, neutral. Actually, we need to rethink some of these. Like, who are really tin pot? Burton are really tin pot. So I'd probably put them there because they're really tin pot. Shouldn't really be in. Bromley, proper club. Carlisle, decent club. Obviously, we're thinking about the league clubs here. The national league clubs are tin pot by standard. We can't just lower them down for that because they're in a national league. Palace, really like Palace. Always had a soft spot for Palace. I know it's probably a bit more than a soft spot. I always like to see how they're doing. Really like them now that they're in Europe. Proper club. Dagenham and Redbridge, no feelings. Derby, don't like Derby. If you're a Borough fan, you'll know the troubles that we had with Derby. Doncaster, neutral, although they did smack us 4-0 this season. Eastleigh Town, completely neutral. Ebbsfleet United, neutral. Everton, neutral. Exeter City, I'm going to put them in don't like since I'll explain it. Gillingham, neutral. Halifax, neutral. Southampton, I don't really like Southampton. Never have done. Fleetwood, neutral. Although they are really tin pot. Probably going don't like. Forest Green, the tin pot of the tin pot. Biggest tin pot club in the country. Thank God they're not in the Football League anymore. Fulham, neutral. Although I do seem to forget about them when I'm trying to name the Premier League clubs. Gateshead are probably neutral. Actually, I'll put a soft spot for Gateshead. The sort of local. I'll rate them for that. Grimsby, developing a bit of a soft spot for Grimsby, especially this season with them beating Man United. Harrogate Town, soft spot, close, local. Hartlepool, really like, obviously. They're one of my local clubs. Always like to see how they're doing. Whoops. Huddersfield, neutral. Hull, neutral. Ipswich, I, yeah, you know what? They're going to go down there. I'll explain it. I don't like their signings at the minute. Obviously, they signed Chuba at Pom, and I know we can't control it, but you feel like it was our destiny to have him back. You know, I wanted him to come back. He didn't come back. What more can we do? But I don't like the signings they've been making, so they're going in there. Leeds, it's going to the earth. We all know, we all hate Leeds. Leicester City, soft spot, but only when they're in the Premier League. So actually, I guess I'll put them down in neutral. Leyton Orient, neutral. Lincoln City, I love their badge, so I'm going to put them towards the top of neutral. Liverpool, completely neutral. Sunderland, scum of the earth. That's self-explanatory. I don't need to explain you that one. Maidenhead United, just I don't care. Man City, don't like Man City. Really don't like Man United. Really don't like them. I love to laugh at them, especially now when they're so rubbish. Mansfield, neutral. Obviously, my club. Millwall. See, a lot of people, they've got their chant, we are Millwall, Super Millwall, no one likes us. You know, people do actually like you. I think Millwall are a good side. They gave us 5 million for Josh Coburn. So you know what? I'm going to bump them up. 5 million for Josh Coburn is crazy. MK Dons, scum of the earth. Smallest club in the EFL. Morecambe, soft spot for Morecambe, especially with the troubles that they've had recently. Really enjoy what they've been doing to get back to where they are. Newcastle, neutral, and I know a lot of Borough fans won't agree with me with that one, but I don't care about them and they don't care about us, so there you go. Newport, they're Welsh, don't like them. Northampton, completely neutral. Norwich, completely neutral again. Forest, I quite like Forest, I like Ange. Put Forest in soft spot. I've liked Forest for quite a while. Really liked how they got into Europe this season. Notts County, one of the oldest clubs in the world. They can go neutral. Oldham, just completely neutral. Oxford United, they're quite tin pot and they're in the Championship, so I'm going to put them in don't like. Peterborough, neutral. Plymouth Argyle, really like. That's simply because of Pieface, who I got this idea from. Oh, hang on, did I just do something? Oh, I didn't. Oh, no. Sorry, Altrincham. Yeah, I got this idea from Pieface, who's an Argyle fan. We all know that. And I really like Plymouth. I watch his vlogs all the time, and Plymouth have come up in them. And I'm developing a soft spot for them. And obviously, they've got Law McCabe, one of our players, on loan at the minute too. So yeah, I really like Plymouth. Portsmouth, proper football club. Bit of a soft spot for Portsmouth. Port Vale, completely neutral. Although I like the club admin on Twitter. He does a good job. Preston, don't like. They always beat us. Simply because of that, I'm putting them down. QPR, got a soft spot for QPR. It was who my granddad supported. So I've got to respect them for that. Reading, neutral. Rochdale, neutral again. Rotherham United, completely neutral. Salford City, I like Gary Neville and stuff, so I'm going to put them towards the top of neutral. I like the class of '92 thing that they're doing. Sheffield United, don't like Sheffield United. I hate Chris Wilder. I hate how big-headed all of their supporters are. They think, "Oh, we should be in the Premier League all the time." You shouldn't. You're in the Championship, and you're bottom of the Championship for a reason. So that's why they're going in. Don't like Sheffield Wednesday. They're going towards the top of neutral simply because what they've been doing recently to fight on, especially in the circumstances they're in, is unreal. Really enjoy them for doing that. Shrewsbury Town, completely neutral in Shrewsbury Town. Solihull Moors, neutral, don't care. Southend, neutral. Stevenage, neutral. Stockport, neutral. Stoke, neutral. Sutton, neutral. Swansea, they're Welsh. Swindon, neutral. Tamworth, they're going to go closer towards the top in neutral because of their FA Cup against Spurs last season. Although I like Spurs, they're going in a soft spot. I always want them to do decently well. You know, they've missed out in glory so many times recently. It's Tranmere, isn't it? Neutral. Walsall. Actually, no, Tranmere are coming down. They've got the worst badge in the AFL. Scum of the earth having a badge like that. Watford, neutral. Walsall, neutral again. Wealdstone, is that Wealdstone? Looks like it, yeah, neutral, really don't care. West Brom, completely neutral. West Ham, neutral. Actually, no. West Ham I've got a bit of a soft spot for. They're a proper London club, very old. I don't. Oh, you know what? I'm moving them down. But they can go towards the top of neutral because I don't like the London Stadium, but the Berlin ground was a proper ground what they used to play at. And now I still like them as a club. You know, they haven't got much anymore in terms of grounds, but I still like them. Wigan, completely neutral. Woking, completely neutral. Wolves, I don't really like Wolves. Wrexham, scum of the earth, Wrexham. They are so big headed, honest to God. You can't meet a Wrexham fan who doesn't think Wrexham are the best club in the world and are going to go to the Premier League and win the Champions League. We've got Hollywood owners, you know. They're terrible this season, and Borough have got them soon, so I really hope that we beat them. Wickham, completely neutral. Yeovil Town, neutral again. York City, I've been to York City in a pre-season friendly. They're fairly local. I like to see how they're doing. You know, if they came into the league, it'd be another sort of northeast club. It's only about half an hour drive or so from where I live, maybe a little bit more than that. So I'm going to put York in a soft spot for that reason. And there you go. That's all of them. We'll do a bit of an alignment of the list. So obviously we've got my club, which is Borough, loving my life. I really like Bournemouth, Palace, Hartlepool, and Plymouth. Proper clubs. Obviously, Hartlepool are very local. Soft spot for Wimbledon, Arsenal, Bolton, Bradford, Brentford, Charlton, Gateshead, Grimsby, Harrogate, Millwall, Morecambe, Forest, Portsmouth, QPR, Spurs, York. All proper clubs. Some in there local. Some have done good things in recent years, so that's why they're there. Neutral, I'm not going through all of them. They're all there for a reason. I just don't have any feelings towards them. I don't like Luton, Barnsley, Burnley, Cardiff, Coventry, Burton, Derby, Exeter, Southampton, Fleetwood, Ipswich, Man City, Newport, Oxford, Preston, Sheffield United, Swansea, Tranmere, or Wolves. They're all either Welsh or a little bit tin pot. I suppose Fleetwood can come down to the end of that because they are really tin pot. One of the most tin pot clubs in the EFL. Oh, I forgot to Exeter City. They've obviously got rivalry with Plymouth, and I've got a bit of a soft spot for Plymouth, so I feel like having a soft spot for Plymouth, I'll have to put them down. Scum of the Earth clubs are Birmingham, Bristol City, Forest Green, Leeds, Sunderland, Man United, MK Dons, and Wrexham. Obviously, Birmingham, Hollywood, and all that, they're just beyond annoying at this point. I hope they get relegated. Bristol City, I've explained why I hate Bristol City. I'd rather move on from that. Forest Green, perfectly fine, but they're completely tin pot. I can't believe they're in the Football League. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move Forest Green up. I feel like I like their initiative. I'm still going to put them in the bottom of Don't Like because they are really, really tin pot. But I like their initiative of being a green club. I like the environment. I like protecting the environment, so they can go there. And obviously, Leeds, Sunderland, Man United, MK Dons, and Wrexham, they're all there. Self-explanatory, really, why they're there. But yeah, that's my list. I'm going to attempt to post a little bit more on YouTube. Obviously, I can take clips and stuff on my PlayStation, so I can upload FIFA videos and whatever you want on here. I might start an RTG soon. If this video does well, I promote it on TikTok. I hope people watch it all and look where I put their club, and obviously the National League clubs are in here as well too for some reason. So there you go. That's my thoughts on the 92 and how much I like them. Thanks for watching. I will make more videos, I promise.